Okay. Hi, everybody. It's Susie McCrae, and today is Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. And this is Let's Bless Our Loved Ones guest webinar. Well, guess what? Today you have an opportunity to learn how to become a founder in a company called ONPASSIVE. And just to alert you, this Tuesday and next Tuesday will be our last public guest webinars because the ability to become a founder will end the end of the day on June 21st. Okay, you will not be allowed to become a founder ever again in this company. So if someone invited you today, they invited you because they care about you. That's why we call it Let's Bless Our Loved Ones, because we truly believe this business ONPASSIVE and the CEO, Ash Mufareh, has blessed our lives. And we're looking to let other people know about this opportunity. So sit back and enjoy. You're going to watch a video from last week where Mike Ellis did the presentation. After I finish sharing that video, the panelist here will come back on the screen and we will add our few cents in about ONPASSIVE, and then we'll wrap things up. Okay, so I'm going to get the video ready. Hold one moment. Okay. So what you're going to see in this video is a presentation by Mike Ellis. Mike Ellis comes to us from the United States in Colorado. Mike has been a loyal and devoted founder in ONPASSIVE for 3.5 years. He's a no-nonsense kind of guy, shoots straight from the hip. He's going to give you a nice overview of ONPASSIVE, and he really does a great job at breaking things down and explaining them in simple terms. Obviously, you're not going to understand absolutely everything about ONPASSIVE today, and that's okay. The purpose of this is that if you just catch a glimpse about what this revolutionary company is going to do, you're going to want to get back to the person who invited you, and because that's the only way you can become a founder, and you're going to want to jump on board for the ultimate ride of your lifetime. Keep in mind, the foundership and the ability to become a founder will end next Tuesday. So we're not here to pester, pressure, or try to convince you. We're here to share with you the opportunity to become a founder. So I'm going to play this and then I will be back.
Susie's right. We're here to talk about ONPASSIVE and the founding position. And it really isn't complicated, guys. This is very easy. It's not hard to understand. But Susie's also right that the founding position will be coming to an end in the next few weeks. And when it ends, you will not be able to become a founder regardless of what you offer Ash Mufareh. And Ash Mufareh is the CEO of ONPASSIVE. Whether it's $100,000, $1 million, you will not be able to become a founding member. It closes in a couple of weeks, and it is an extremely powerful position. So I'm going to go over ONPASSIVE. I'm going to go over the founding position. Very simple stuff to understand. Now, I've been online for 15 years, and I've known for a very long time that the online marketing, the online business is stacked against us. In fact, 97% of the people that come online and try and make a little bit of extra income to support the money that they're making now, it's really hard to do. If you don't have the skill sets, if you haven't spent a lot of time online, if you haven't learned what to do and how to do it, really hard to make $1 online until ONPASSIVE. And we are all here for that one reason. Can I come online and can I subsidize my income? Really, it's as simple as that. But it's even better than that with ONPASSIVE. Not only can you subsidize your income, you can build an income, a residual income, and you can build wealth online. And when I heard those things, I got very excited about not only what ONPASSIVE could do for me, but what ONPASSIVE could do for those individuals that I talked to. So let's talk about ONPASSIVE, the corporation, just very, very quickly. It's important to understand that you're with a company that's going to have tremendous longevity. And I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it. As you continue to explore ONPASSIVE, you're going to learn more and more and more about the company. The company was developed by Ash Mufareh. Ash Mufareh is the brain trust, the visionary behind ONPASSIVE. It is an AI IT company, artificial intelligence, informational technology company, digital products online. Those digital products range anywhere from a automated marketing platform that has all the tools we use to market online, to an educational platform, to a HR platform, human resource platform, to a webinar platform. Really, ONPASSIVE has over 50 products right now and growing, and they are really the tools that people use online to do what they do, whether it's personal or business. And all of these tools that Ash has made, they're superior tools. They're built from the ground up. They're cutting edge technology. They are superior technology, superior products, whatever we're talking about. Here's the good part: at a lower price point. Ash's whole concept as he built ONPASSIVE was to give the global market, and we are a global company, tremendous value. And when they saw this value or see this value, they can't say no. Whatever they're using online, whether it's a webinar platform, whether it's educational, whether it's an autoresponder, whether it's an email address, whatever they're using online, when they see the products of ONPASSIVE, because they are superior at a lower price point, they can't say no. And because of that, millions of people will be flocking into ONPASSIVE as we go into the global launch of the products of ONPASSIVE. And by the way, we are in that process right now. The elimination of the founding position, as Susie said, the 22nd of June this month, should tell you how close we are to launching the products of ONPASSIVE to the world. And when that happens, that's when the individuals participating with ONPASSIVE will benefit in ways you can never imagine. So that is ONPASSIVE in a very, very short snippet. I know Andy and Dan and Susie will have more to add to that, and I'll let them do that. But what I want to focus on right now is what ONPASSIVE is going to do for you. This will give you an idea of how you're going to build that income, how you're going to build residual income, and how you're going to build wealth online. Again, this is really, really simple. I always narrow it down to 4 concepts. One, as you come in, is self-funding business. You'll pay once, you'll never have to go out of pocket again. Number 2, you will be forced to be successful. What does that mean? Everybody loves that term, but what does it mean? We're going to force you to make money. Now, when people hear that, they even like it more. I've never heard an argument against that. And the next 3 are product, customer, and volume. If you have tremendous products, superior low price point, customers will flock in, which adds up to volume. And the sheer amount of volume that's going to be coming into ONPASSIVE is going to be unprecedented. And what does that do for you and I? It's how we get paid. This is primarily a customer-based business, even though we have the opportunity to participate with ONPASSIVE. But as customers come in, that's how we get paid. And we get paid a lot like a commission salesperson. You go out, you make a commission sales $100, you make 10%, you make $10 on that. But there's a caveat to that. ONPASSIVE takes it a step further. As you come in, and ONPASSIVE goes to work for each and every one of us, those individuals that are participating with ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is going to come in, they're going to build a marketing system, a sales platform for us. They're going to hook it up to AI. AI is one of the tools of ONPASSIVE, IT tool, digital tool of ONPASSIVE. They're going to hook it up to AI, artificial intelligence. All of a sudden, your business becomes 100% automated. What does that mean? ONPASSIVE is going to reach back into their IT tools and pull out the tool of traffic. All traffic is getting good qualified eyes in front of the products of ONPASSIVE, having customers come in, love the product, love the cost, buy it, and use it. Now, along this whole journey, as customers are coming in, and again, ONPASSIVE is bringing these customers in. Along this whole journey, ONPASSIVE is managing all this. Again, 100% automated, 100% automated. And as they do that, the customer comes in, they manage them. The customer looks at the product, they manage them. The customer buys the product, they manage that. The customer uses the product, they manage that. We, as founding members of ONPASSIVE, those individuals participating with ONPASSIVE, all we have to do is come in and participate. ONPASSIVE is doing that work for us, okay? Now, How do we get to the point where ONPASSIVE is doing all of this for us? Again, we are very, very close to the global launch of the products of ONPASSIVE to the global market. Okay. As ONPASSIVE launches the products to the global market, we will all come in. And initially, right now, we come in as founders. Okay. The founding position is a 97 position. It's the position Susie talked about that will be eliminated the 21st of this month, June. Okay. That's before the global launch of ONPASSIVE. Again, this payment is one-time payment. You'll come out of pocket once. You'll never have to come out of pocket again. This is an extremely powerful position because it locks you into the company of ONPASSIVE. It locks you into the pay structure of ONPASSIVE. There are many, many other bonuses within the founding position. Some of them Ash hasn't even shared with us, but it's extremely powerful, and it puts you in that position to be able to develop that income, residual income, and wealth. This position has been available for about the last 3.5, 4 years. Okay. June 22nd, it's done, guys. You cannot come in. And again, it doesn't matter what you offer Ash Mufareh, 100,000, 1 million, 5 million, 10 million. He will not let you become a founding member. Now, the founding members of ONPASSIVE, they are family. Ash considers them partners in the business and family. And what he's going to be doing for them is going to be extraordinary. So as we go into the global launch, the founders will come in, they'll pay a subscription fee or pay for a package, not sure which one it's going to be. Those prices will be between $200 and $300, we believe. Ash is going to share that with us probably in the next couple of weeks, I would think. And as you do that, you get all the products of ONPASSIVE. This is where ONPASSIVE goes to work for you. ONPASSIVE will put together the marketing platform, the sales platform, hook it up to AI, start to drive traffic, bring customers in, and manage everything. And then as those customers land in your organization, and we all have our own little business that ONPASSIVE will be growing for us, as those customers land in your organization, you get paid for them. Again, like a commission salesperson. The only difference is ONPASSIVE is doing all the work. Now, in ONPASSIVE, we have people that come in that want to share ONPASSIVE and build their own business. You can't do that. It's not necessary. As you come into ONPASSIVE, you don't have to sell, you don't have to buy, you don't have to recruit, period. You don't have to do any of that. But if that is your forte, if that is what you want to do, you can do that and build your organization. Why would you want to do that? The only reason you want to do that is because it cuts time frames. Now, you've only got about 2 weeks for the founding position, so there's not much time left. But regardless of what you do, if you come in and share ONPASSIVE, whether you come in and you don't share ONPASSIVE, but continue to learn and engage in ONPASSIVE, everybody in ONPASSIVE, over time, will get to that place, again, guaranteed success, where you don't worry about finances. So the product's superior. Because of that, customers will come in because it's a lower price point, superior product. Let's just talk about volume very, very quickly. Again, this is very, very simple, guys. It's not hard to understand. When we look at the sheer volume that ONPASSIVE is going to bring in when they release the products to the world, again, this is easy to understand. Let's take this platform we're on right now. This is a webinar done by Zoom, okay? ONPASSIVE will have their own webinar platform. It's called OConnect. It is superior than Zoom. Zoom is an antiquated technology, and O Academy just blows it out of the water. Now, we have technicians that are in ONPASSIVE. They are founding members of ONPASSIVE that have looked at Zoom and OConnect. And what they tell us, and these guys are really, really good, they believe the first year ONPASSIVE will take 95% of the people away from Zoom. And it's just because of how good the products are of ONPASSIVE. Now, Zoom last year did $2.3 billion worth of revenue. And imagine 90% of that coming into ONPASSIVE. And here's the really, really cool thing. Ash Mufareh has a heart to serve, and he told us early on that he wanted to share the majority of the wealth with the founding members of ONPASSIVE and those individuals that come in and become independent resellers of the IT product. And that is the process. We come in, we pay the subscription fee or the packet, click a button, become independent resellers of the IT product. Now we're not only founders and customers, but independent resellers of the IT product. We need that title so ONPASSIVE can pay us. But Ash said he's going to share the majority of the wealth coming into ONPASSIVE with us. How do you develop an income? How do you develop residual income? How do you develop wealth? You partner up with an individual that doesn't want the wealth only for himself, but he wants to share it with those individuals that have come in, become founding members of ONPASSIVE. And he wants you to succeed, guarantee success. So as you look at $2.3 billion and we get 95% of that market, it's a lot of revenue coming into ONPASSIVE, but it's even better than that. If you take 4 products of ONPASSIVE, I'll do this very, very quickly, and then I'll turn it back over to Susie. If you take 4 products of ONPASSIVE, let's take OConnect, the webinar platform. Let's take OStaff. Let's take OTraffic and OCademy. Those 4 products with the companies that are servicing those niches right now, and that's a webinar platform, HR platform, educational platform, and a traffic platform. Those companies that are servicing those niches right now bring in $483 billion in revenue a year. How much of that of ONPASSIVE is going to take? 10%? $48 billion? 20, 25, 30, 50%? The first year, I don't know. Maybe it's 10, 15, 20%. Over the course of time, they're going to take a massive amount of that market. That's the kind of revenue that's going to be coming into ONPASSIVE when we have a CEO in Ash Mufareh who wants to share that revenue with you and I. So ONPASSIVE, very, very simple to understand. Now, the corporate side is very, very complex, guys. It really is. And I'm sure Andy and Dan might talk a little bit about that, and Susie. But the side that Ash made for you and I to participate with ONPASSIVE, to participate with everything ONPASSIVE, very, very simple. You come in, you go out of pocket once. The fees that I mentioned, you'll pay it once. You'll never have to go out of pocket again. The subscription fee of the package, that is a monthly fee, but the preceding months will be paid from the proceeds we make with ONPASSIVE. Very, very simple. You'll pay once, never have to go out of pocket again. For success, product, customer, and then volume. If you understand those concepts, that's what Ash Mufareh has done, and he's done it better than anybody I've ever seen. So we're all in a very, very unique position to take advantage of ONPASSIVE, to take advantage of everything in ONPASSIVE. Keep it simple. Think about those concepts, and then come on in, become a founding member. There's so much more to ONPASSIVE, guys. There really is. Again, the founding position closes June 21st, right in there. So if you're interested, get back with the person that brought you to this meeting and get them to give you their registration link. You can come in and become a founding member. Believe me, it'll be the best decision you ever made, and you will not be disappointed. So that's ONPASSIVE, very simple. Here it is. Susie's
okay. Let's stop the share. Thank you, Mike. That was great. Did you say we have a few different colors on today than last week? Great presentation, Mike. As you can see, Mike did a concise, good high-level overview of ONPASSIVE. If you would like a copy of this webinar, I will put it in the chat where you can send an email to get a copy of it, because sometimes you hear it and you're like, oh, geez, I need to listen to that again. So we hope you enjoyed the presentation by Mike. And now we're going to talk to a few of the panelists. We're going to start with Charles Osong. Charles comes to us from Maryland in the United States. Charles has a background in information technology for 30 plus years. He has been a founder since, what is it, Charles? I think almost 4 years. Charles supports founders all around the globe. He's part of the Leadership Council. He knows ONPASSIVE inside and out. And he just recently was traveling in Africa, doing great things out there to keep all of the founders around the globe engaged in ONPASSIVE. So Charles, would you like to add a little insight, please?
Yes, definitely, Susie. Thank you so much. Thanks to Mike for his presentation from last week, which is still valid today because nothing has changed from last week to now. So we appreciate all the leaders and the founders who are here today. And if you are a guest listening to us, you should count this a very lucky day for you, because in reality, 1 week from today will be our very last guest webinar, because like we have said over and over, the foundership position is coming to an end. Now, Sounds like a mouthful. That sounds like a lot. Sounds like it's too good to be true. You might be thinking, if you're a guest, well, I've heard so many of these things. I've heard so many good things. They have come and they have gone. I'm going to tell you something. This one right here, you've never heard about. And here are the three things that makes this opportunity very, very unique. Number one, you do not have to recruit or sell to even one person to make money. And when I say money, I mean serious money, not any kind of chop change, okay? That is big. Thanks to our AI-driven traffic, AI-driven technology that uses traffic with AI in the background. No company has ever done that, and we are there. Number two, you do not have to come out of pocket every month to pay some bill. Auto-ship, as they call it in the industry. That's out the window. When you have a problem, that's the first thing that goes. So our CEO has made sure that is taken care of. And how about number three? We have legitimate and viable products. By legitimate, I mean legal. By viable, I mean necessary, right? Something that mankind, you and I, we need every day. If a company doesn't have viable products, that company is a time bomb. And I know most of us have been involved with companies that have disappeared. You go back, you look, you're gonna find out only one reason: no viable products. With ONPASSIVE, we have them. And when I say viable, think about your cell phone. Think about internet access, right? I'm not talking about some juice or some vitamins. I'm talking about things that when you don't have them in this day and age, life is miserable, okay? And we have got them. Not only do we have them, we have put them all in one place. In other words, we have integrated all these products. Has never been done before, my friends. Now, you can find companies out there that have one or two of these three things I just mentioned, but you're not gonna find one that has all three. That is the difference. If you find one out there, I can assure you, all of us on this panel right now will jump in and be your first customer. And this is a revolution in the making. And I call it democracy in business. A business of the people, for the people, and by the people. Has never happened, my friends. So join the bandwagon. That's all I'm going to tell you before it's too late. You've got 7 days to sign up and become a founding member. And after that, doors are shut permanently. Over to you, Susie.
Thank you so much, Charles. I love when you hit on those points. You're spot on. And not only are those 3 points valid, we also have a lot of fun in ONPASSIVE. My favorite word, F-U-N, fun, because we have a CEO who has partnered with us, welcomed us into his family. We are such a close community. And just yesterday, he spent 5 hours on a webinar answering any question that anyone had. That was a private founders only webinar. So what you will find is if you get back to the person who invited you, get their registration link, lock in at the $97 for your position as a founder, you will have access to private webinars and things in the back office. Then after next week, when foundership is no longer exists, no one can become a founder. Our CEO has assured us at that point, he will be able to share even more information with us. So we're not telling you this to pressure you. We're being transparent. That's how we are. This CEO works with the highest integrity and concern. He has connected our brain and our hearts together so that we know that this revolutionary company is going to go out there, not just provide the best products at the best value that are going to save time and money for people personally and in their business. Not only is he going to do that, but he is going to help us out because he's blessing us in the compensation plan so that we can take care of ourselves and our families. And once we have that underway, then we can give back to our communities and humanity. It may sound strange to you because nobody does this, but you know who does it? Ash Mufareh. Okay, so thanks again, Charles. Next, we're going to talk to Andy Burks from the UK. Andy has been a founder for quite a few years now. I don't know how many exactly. We always enjoy having Andy on these webinars because he'll tell you he's not a techie guy, but he knows his numbers and he knows finances. And we love when he shares with us the different numbers. I always tell him it makes my head spin. So Andy, if you could just share a few things with us, that would be great.
Thank you, Susie. Yeah, I love the simplicity of this. As Susie said, I'm not technically minded in the slightest. I know I don't know electricity, but I know if I turn a switch on, the electricity comes on. And it's the same with ONPASSIVE. The fact of the matter is that they will register a domain name, build a website, drive traffic, specific targeted traffic to the website, close the sale and deal with all the customer support, but pay me for every customer that comes on board. That's simple. Even I can understand that. But I want to give you an example. I want to give you an example of the power of numbers. And I'd like to give you an example, not necessarily what is going to happen, but purely to show you how things work. So I'm going to suggest that ONPASSIVE provides 3 customers within a very short period of time. And then after that, it's going to take 3 months to provide 3 further customers for you and 3 further customers for each of the 3 that we've taken on. So it's going to go U plus 3 is 4, times 3 is 12, plus 4, 16, 16 times 3, 48, plus your 16, 64, 64 times 3, I know you're nodding, 192, plus your 64, 256. So at the end of the year, using this example, you'd have 256 customers. But if you get excited, as excited as we are about this, you're going to share it. I'm not good at recruiting, but I have shared this opportunity with others. And that has helped me build a very small customer base in comparison to a lot of others. But if you shared this with 9 others that joined us and saw what we see, then those numbers you can multiply by 10. So at the end of the first year, instead of 256, you'd have 2,560 in your group. Now, what does that do for your income? At the end of the day, as Mike Ellis said, we don't have to recruit. But if you have a figure in your head of what you want to achieve, you can make that achievable quicker. Simple as that. Now, I know in the UK that people work in their industries and whatever, and they pay into a pension over a 30-year period. And the average pension in the UK is just less than 69,000 as a lump sum that they've built up over 30 years. That's nothing. That provides an income of roughly 3,000 a year. You add that to the old age pension or in the state social security. And again, the average is £137.60 odd a week, which is £7,155 a year. Add the 2 together, it's about £850 a month. Now, I don't know about you, but I cannot survive on £850 a month. My bar bill is almost that big. But the opportunity is here for you to choose and earn whatever you wish to earn. The simple fact of the matter is that if you shared this opportunity with others, you would reach that goal sooner rather than later. Back to you, Susie. Hope that helps.
Okay. Yes, Andy, of course it helps. And, you know, just a disclaimer, we're here on our own time. This is going to benefit you more than us. Okay, this is for you as a guest to really see what ONPASSIVE is about. And just to recap quickly, get back to the person who invited you. The only way you can become a founder is through invitation. How cool is that? You sign up for a ridiculous cost of $97 US dollars plus a $5 credit card processing fee. You're locked in. That's the one payment. The next time you're going to ever have to pay out of pocket again is when you activate your account. And we've been assured by our CEO that it will be more than affordable to everyone. And that comes out of pocket just once. After that, the monthly fee for your package is paid through your commissions. How cool is that? Okay, next, last but not least, we have Dan Street with us today. Dan comes to us from Colorado. He's been a founder for 3.5 years. He always has some great insights. He knows the company inside and out. He has a background actually in surgical sales himself, and he'll tell you why he loves ONPASSIVE as well. Welcome, Dan, and thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks, Susie, and great job, everybody. And Mike did a great job of giving you all a very good overview of how our lives will change with ONPASSIVE. And all of us here, we're very privileged to be founding members. And on the 22nd of this month, this position will close forever. So if you've been thinking about it, if you've been on the fence a little bit, get off the fence. As Susie said, well, I had a career in selling medical devices to orthopedic surgeons, and I spent the majority of my life in the operating room. And I spent many years dreaming of ways that I could gain time freedom, eliminate stress, and build wealth online. And unfortunately, I had limited success until ONPASSIVE was introduced to me 3 years ago. And it had all the ingredients I was looking for in an online business. I believed that with a consistent effort to promote ONPASSIVE, I would be successful. But as Charles said, you do not have to recruit. I believed and had faith. Ultimately, I believed and had faith and trust in the owner and founder, Ashwin Farah. He continually shares, as Susie mentioned, 5 hours with us yesterday, the founders, but he continually shares exciting details about the amazing potential of this company. And that this company is in the process of being introduced to the world right now. It exists and it is being introduced right now. So we're moving fast. We're not looking back. And those of you who get it, what Mike was talking about in his presentation, you should jump on board right now. And ONPASSIVE is in over 200 countries and has over 1.3 million founding members. And that's a massive amount of believers in the vision and dream of Ashwin Farah. So the key takeaways that I have for all of you new people listening here today is, number one, ONPASSIVE is a real company with real products and real people. And whether you choose, number two, whether you choose to be active and share this business with your friends and family, or be passive and let the company build your business for you, you will be successful. ONPASSIVE is automated and done for you. Okay, number three, ONPASSIVE will drive targeted traffic to your site and increase your customer base, which adds revenue to your business so you can earn commissions over and over again. Number four, the value of the products are so superior and at the right price point that once you have a company, once the company, you or the company generates customers for your business, they'll never leave your business. They have an AI-induced software that follows up on your visitors, answers their questions, closes the sale, and does it all through this automated process. So this Zoom webinar that we're doing today is all about you. We are introducing you to a much better way of looking at the resources and products that you already use currently online. So finally, to quote Jim Rohn, procrastination is the biggest killer of success. Back to you, Susie.
Excellent way to end that, Dan. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Dan. And thank you, Mike Ellis, for the presentation. Once again, The opportunity to become a founder ends on June 21st. So time is of the essence. Get back to the person who invited you and hop on board. I want to leave you with one thing before we say goodbye. When is the last time a CEO of a huge company asked you to partner with them to jump on board as a founding member? See, we've helped found the company with him. We've done some beta testing. We've been involved with the process. When's the last time someone said, hey, you want to come on board and be a founder of this company? Do you catch the vision? Do you catch what I want to do for humanity and for all of you? I'll tell you, it has never happened in my lifetime, nor do I believe it will ever happen again in my lifetime. Like Dan said, these products, the customers are going to come in. They're all going to be taken care of by ONPASSIVE, not by us. And they're not going to leave because they are going to find the value of the products. They're going to love the products and they're not going to want to leave. So get back to the person who invited you. They'll get you their registration link, hop on board, then you'll have access to the back office. You will be signing a non-disclosure agreement because there's some proprietary information back there. But once you do that, you're going to learn more and more, and you're going to be so glad that you were able to become a founder of ONPASSIVE. Okay, so thanks everyone for joining us today. And
before you close up, Susie, I want to make an announcement. Because time is of the essence, because we have 7 more days, or actually less than 7 days to go, and I'm going to be doing 2 more guest webinars before Tuesday. So we have 3 more guest webinars before this is finally out. I'm going to do one on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to do one on Saturday at 12 noon Eastern. And we're going to do this one again next Tuesday, same time. And that's it. Okay? So those of you who happen to be guests today and you decide to join us, you have a limited time to bring your loved ones. Okay? Some of us have had over 3.5 years. Unfortunately for you, you have 6 days or so. But it's enough time to get them to come into these 3 webinars and make up their mind before doors are shut permanently. For those of you who are founders, the information will be in the different group chats. It'll be in the back office. And those of you who are new, hey, like Susie said, you're going to have access to your back offices as well. So have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And that's all I've got to say.
okay, thank you, Charles, and everyone in the chat. Another quick way, if you want to review everything or you're jumping on board right now and you want to share this with someone, you know, it's difficult. You hear a lot of things, you may be excited. And don't worry, all you have to do is send an email to onpassivenation@gmail.com. onpassivenation@gmail.com. It's in the chat. You will get a copy of today's presentation that you can share with someone. Okay, so good to see everybody. Have a great day, and we'll see you at the very, very, very top where your ears are going to pop. Okay, goodbye.